Rita! Hi, Mysteria! Happy Wednesday! That's right, I was not able to go live yesterday. I was like, what day is today? How is everyone doing? Hi, Jed. Son. Good, I'm glad you're doing good. It's another kind of cloudy day today, and I think this is like the first day that I'm actually kind of disappointed by it. Usually I love the rain, but I really want to get out in the garden. Father. We're having a blizzard where I am. Oh no! I feel bad for complaining now. Although I would take a blizzard over just a cloudy day. Like, it'd be nice if it was actually raining right now, but it's just cloudy. Thank you for the rose. Yeah, I would also take a blizzard over the clouds. Because at least then something's happening. It's not just clouds. Oh no, my glasses are smudgy. Hi, Jessica! Happy Wednesday. Middle of the week, halfway through. What have we all been working on this week? I feel like this week has already kind of gone by fast. I don't know if that's just me. Snow just looks pretty. It literally does, and it's so quiet and calming. I mean, unless you're in like a lizard, a literal blizzard, which you are. Some blizzards are like pretty calming and quiet though, just depends. Depends on the wind. But snow to me is always so calming. It just depends. Depends on the wind. But snow to me is always so calming. It's like you wake up on a cold, snowy day and it's just quiet and glittery. Been working on a scarecrow OC. Ooh! Can I know more about them? A logo commission and redrawing artwork because I'm having a hard time with my art. Ooh, I feel that. I kind of have been feeling the same, honestly, lately. Like a little bit of a style crisis. I don't know if that's kind of what you're feeling right now or not, but gotta love when that happens. Okay, now her body needs to move. Just make this bigger. Hi, Mythic Arts! That exactly. Oh, okay. I don't wish that on, like, my worst enemies. It's literally, like, it's frustrating because I feel like it's such a constant. If you're, like, in any sort of artist or illustrator, like, there's always a constant, wrestling with your style and having, like, a style crisis. It's like 1 week you're feeling so good about it, and then you wake up one day and you're like, I hate everything that I've ever done and I need to change everything immediately. for no good reason either. You for me, usually it's like, okay, I see an artist's drawing that I really like on like Instagram or something, and suddenly I'm like, I need to do exactly that. Working on a name right now. The scarecrow was brought to life when he was abandoned in a cornfield. Okay, I'm loving it already. I'm terrible at names though, but I'd love to hear what names you're thinking of. Like, are they gonna be kind of related to him being a scarecrow? Like, I don't know what you would do for that, but for these, can someone request a sketch of themselves? Absolutely. The I think the Ko-fi like order form does include like a place for you to include a photo. The only thing I will say is that it's like these are very quick, again, kind of like warm-up specific sketches. But Ko-fi does have a spot where you can include a photo, which I think is really, really nice. But it's also helpful if you include like a photo of yourself as reference to still include like the prompt words that will help me, like maybe your favorite color or your favorite plant or something, just to still give it that kind of fun surprise element, which I think is what kind of makes it exciting. Okay, this is literally such a perfect thing to be working on right now because I have only drawn one thing so far today, and it was another warm-up sketch. But otherwise, I have not really drawn today. Okay, wait, actually, I want to leave room for some plant magic action. Let's see. Hi, Captain! The taps of the pen against the tablet are so satisfying. It is really nice to hear, and I've definitely grown more attached to the noise of the paper texture screen protector. Like before, for some reason, it kind of grossed my ears out because like I know that I'm not drawing on paper, but it sounds like paper, and for some reason my brain didn't like that. But now I kind of do. I'm working on Rex from Clone Wars right now. Ooh! Oh my god, sorry. Hold on, I've missed so many comments. Mysteria, thank you so much for the rose. Captain, I'm good. I hope you're good as well. On this lovely halfway through the week Wednesday morning. I feel like I got a decent amount of sleep finally. This is a really long arm. I'm gonna fix that. Making a dark magic witch. Ooh! I feel like that's always such a fun theme to work on. Like, any sort of fantasy magic, but like especially dark themes, you know? Okay, I gotta start thinking of an outfit too, which I think I have one kind of in mind. But I also need to fix everything else. My goal with these two is to kind of do... I mean, they're supposed to be warm-up sketches, so they're supposed to be pretty quick. So I'm trying to kind of exercise my hand muscles. I don't know. Just trying to get a little quicker. I think there's always good reason to exercise working a little bit faster. Not that you have to be like, you know, Lightning McQueen about it or anything, but like, I'm a slow artist, I feel like, and it's just nice to practice going a little faster sometimes and not worrying too much about the details. I want to bring this a little bit away from her body. There we go. Oh, Maddie, I sent you a message on Instagram yesterday. Just wanted to let you know. Oh, thank you for letting me know, because I haven't checked my DMs in a hot minute. Right now I got Toto, Ray, or Sully. Those are the names I have so far. Okay, obsessed with Toto, but I also really love the name Sully, to be honest. Ooh, Willow. I love that name. Hi, Nicole! Hope you're having a good week. I am. So far, so good, you know? It's been a quick week, I feel like. Toto's giving Wizard of Oz, and I'm here for it. Yes! I feel like that's like a perfect, how do you pronounce the word? Homage? Homage? 2 Wizard of Oz if that's what you were wanting to do. Okay, I need to work on the hair, I feel like. I love, like, whimsical, flowy hair. Hair is just one of those things where it's like, it doesn't have to follow rules. It's hair. I do want to find a fun shape for it, though. And then same with whatever she's going to be wearing. The body is not bodying for me. It's funky. I would love to do eventually a long live stream. I know I've talked about this before, like having another live stream event, because it's been a long time since I've done that. And I'd love to do like a, you know, like ridiculously long live stream like some people do. I think it'd be fun to try. Maybe work on like commissions the whole time or something. Hi, Maname! Emily Ma'am, thank you for the hot puff. I went through a crazy fairy mermaid clothes and accessory reference deep dive yesterday. That's honestly really smart. Of all the deep dives that you can like end up going through, I feel like that's actually a really useful one that I should probably go through. I still really want to get like one of those fashion through like history books. I feel like that's such a useful book to have as an artist. Because not only is it like reference for clothes in general, it would give you so many good ideas. So you don't have to keep relying on like Googling stuff. Plus, I just love having books, you know? Thank you for the finger heart, Mysteria! Definitely have him have a dog companion name. Name him Toto, yeah! Ooh, okay, I'm gonna give her like a little like leaf emblem thing. I don't know what you would call this piece here that like holds the fabric shut. I know there's a name for it, but I don't know the name. Oops. Okay, this hand is kind of cracking me up now. I feel like I need to spend some time on it. Okay, actually just getting rid of the thumb helped. Oh, yeah, like a brooch or, clasp. That also, I could have just said clasp, what the heck. It's all high fashion, really cool concepts. Honestly, I can share the Pinterest folder on Discord. That would be amazing, honestly, if you're down. I think brooch and clasp both work. I'm just imagining it as like a gold, like metal pin thing of sorts, which I feel like both of those words work. probably. I'm not even sure I want her hand right here. TBH. Okay, I also need to look at some more inspiration. Maybe I want this to be longer. Oops, I thought that was the eraser. I feel like this is one of those scenarios where you're doing your eyelashes or your cat wing eyeliner and it's just progressively getting thicker. Oh no. Never quite the right shape. Okay, I'm not supposed to focus on that. I'm not gonna color in the eyes just yet. That looked really funny. My iPad just glitched out and stopped me from being able to go back on the back button. Oh no. How far did you need to go back? Because it's like once you close out of the Procreate for a second, it's like it won't let you go back at all anymore. How do you draw so fast? Every time I sketch, it takes me like 3 hours. It's so funny you say that. I was actually just thinking about how slow I am. I mean, I feel like it's not necessary to try to be super quick. I'm kind of trying something out. This is meant to be like a warm-up sketch. I'm starting a new type of commission over on Ko-fi, whatever you want to call it, specifically for warm-up sketches. And it's kind of for this reason to kind of help me get a little bit faster and stop caring too much about the details. And I feel like that has helped me a lot in general, just doing warm-up sketches has helped me with trying to be quicker, you know? Because when you're doing very quick warm-up sketches, first thing when you sit down to draw, I feel like, one, it loosens you up a little bit to draw, at all, I guess. It loosens up your brain and your muscles and whatnot. And then also it just kind of is a muscle memory practice game, if you will. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to explain. I hope that makes sense. But I think doing warm-up sketches is always a really good idea, and that has helped me personally with speed. I want to make this hair super curly. And I hope I have managed to get it as curly as desired. Okay, I should probably focus on other things too. Dude, I'm super fast with sketching. It's the best way to be, I feel like, if you're gonna be fast at any part of the process, sketching is the best because that's really when you shouldn't be focusing on too many details just yet. I should really take my own medicine because I'm always focusing on too many details during this phase, but you know, I get you. Warm-up sketches just make me go fast. I don't know how to explain it either. It's, you know, it's fun too, like when you are trying to be quick, because it's kind of like, you know, a game in a way. You're like, how fast can I do this? And a good way to practice that specifically too is to do timed sketches. That's something that I did a lot in any like art class that I've ever taken, is timed sketches, because they would have like, you know, life drawing, whatever life drawing model you're going off of, and then they'd give you like, okay, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and just draw whatever you can in that amount of time. Use the eraser as little as possible. That sort of a thing. I don't really know if I can draw a hand today. I've already tried once, and it didn't go super well. But that was earlier this morning, so maybe I could draw a hand now. We'll see. It's not my worst hand. Okay, I feel like this is too loud for me. Stop yelling at me, thank you. Okay, I also feel like I'm at a point where I can probably would benefit from the reference. Okay. Not do that. Hands are so hard to draw, I know. Hi Letty, thank you for the hydration reminder. Thank you, Naomi. Hands are a gift and a curse, I feel like. Sometimes they're so fun to draw, and then sometimes they do make me want to cry, like, a lot. Let's see, any, like, more fantasy clothing ideal? Probably go about that far. And then I'm not sure how much of a cape I want this to be. I feel like a cape is always a fun addition though. Okay. Now, time for another hand. As I go back to the first hand and start touching that up again. I don't know why I do this. This is why sometimes drawing live is really difficult, because it's like I do my best to like kind of talk through my thought process, you know, and that in that moment I was like, okay, time to work on another hand. But then as I looked at that hand, I was like, no, wait, I want to finish this one. And I'm saying that I'm about to start on another hand, and then I go work on the first one. I don't know. My thought process is really just all over the place. Which I feel like a lot of people can relate to, though, hopefully. Okay, so far so good. Who the heck drove by with their loud truck? You could hear that? What iPad do I have? I think this is a second or third generation iPad. It's the 2020 model. It came out in 2020. Just posted the Fairy Clothes reference board on Discord. Ooh, thank you. I do need to... I should start doing some, like, other practice warm-up things where I spend time... Oops. hello, on specific things that I want to work on. Like, for example, clothing. That'd be fun. Okay, I still haven't really worked on the other hand. Get your act together. Okay. That line is bothering me. Ooh, I don't usually start with the pinky. What's wrong with me? Throws off my whole groove. I have to start with the pointer finger for some reason. Okay, looking very strange, but that's okay. Thank you, Mysteria. Is it iPad Pro? Yes. Real. Sometimes I feel so overwhelmed by fixing the messy sketch that I literally just stop. Honestly, same. But I feel like, speaking of that, like, feeling overwhelmed fixing the messy sketch, I feel like that's a large part of the reason that I do so many different sketch layers, because it feels so, like, refreshing to start a fresh layer, obviously, even if you're essentially just slightly tweaking the original sketch. And that's another reason that I use so many different colors when sketching too, like a red and a blue and whatever other colors, is to kind of determine the details between the different sketch layers, because I do so many. But I feel like sometimes that helps me through that, like, feeling overwhelmed by trying to fix a messy sketch layer feeling. Is that when you just start a whole new, brand new layer, start sketching in a different color, and then that kind of helps. Because that way you keep everything that's on that initially really messy sketch. You don't worry about losing any of, like, the movement or the details or the ideas that you had, you know? You get to keep all of that while still refining it just on a new layer. Which is also just technically more work, but if you're someone like me who's just indecisive and I don't want to potentially lose what I had going in that first layer, I think it's beneficial. Okay, I'm gonna do, instead of just, like, typical, like, smoky looking magic, I think I'm gonna have some vines and, like, leaves wrapping around. The kind of prompt for this one, by the way, was woman with red curls, fantasy clothes, and plant magic, which is, like, right up my alley. And add, like, some plants and things. Oh dear, I lost my earbud case. Oh no! The 8th generation of iPad came out in 2020, according to Google, unless you meant the Pro version. Yes, it is the Pro, iPad Pro. Sometimes when I'm drawing for hands, I just look at my hand and copy it on the paper. Oh, I do that all the time, actually, which I feel like is sometimes part of the reason that I end up with, like, strangely proportioned hands for my characters, because my hands are a little strange themselves, like, in that sometimes the thumbs end up looking really long for the type of character that I'm drawing. Like, it works in a lot of cases, but then sometimes it's like, it looks funny. Okay, start adding some leaves. I'll probably end up adding a flower or two as well. Because I can't help making things floral all the time. But I'm probably reaching the limits of how long I should spend on this as a warm-up sketch. Okay, maybe I should put... Thank you so much for the rose. Thank you so much, Iris. She's turning out lovely, by the way. I always love sitting in on your lives. They're very comfy. I'm so glad. I love when you guys say that the lives are like relaxing or cozy. It is the vibe that I aim for, but sometimes I worry that it is not what is actually happening. Okay, here's where I'll draw a flower, perhaps. But maybe not a rose. Maybe I want to go for like some other type of flower. I don't know what kind, but maybe I'll do two. Okay. I think that's good. I should probably start adding the little bit of shading and whatnot. Okay, I also want to move her because I never managed to make things centered correctly. Which brush are you using? Sorry if it's been asked already. That's okay. I really don't mind repeat questions, honestly. But it's the 6B pencil, one of the Procreate standard brushes. Okay, I'm gonna go to another layer. And we're just gonna shade some things very lightly. This is about the extent that I would go to for coloring these commissions. Like, it's not really colored technically, it's like black and white, but I want to add some form of shading. Might need to move her eyes. Oh, no, okay, not terrible. Is that a watercolor brush? No. So the brush that I used for sketching is called 6B pencil. Sorry. And then the brush that I'm using right now is called flat brush. But I have the opacity lowered just a little bit, so that it's not super harsh, and then you do kind of get that effect, I guess. Just keep a pretty light hand. Oops. Ooh, so fun. Okay, I also want to do a darker color for the bodice. Then I just clean up where I don't want the color. When in doubt, always do it on another layer. That way you can do this. Hi, Summer. Okay. Oops. Oops. And then I think I'll do one extra layer just with some white, or not quite white, like an off-white. I have to remember to submit a sketch commission request after my next paycheck. I adore your art. Thank you so much, Danny. I'm really excited about this like extra type of commission, because I'm always trying to do quick sketches like these as like, again, a warm-up, and I felt like this was a good way to get some more ideas in there and more challenges and stuff. Oops. I feel like it's just kind of a win-win. Okay. That'll probably do it, but I'm gonna do a little background circle, because I feel like that always helps it look a little bit more complete. Only downside, I guess, is that I did do this on... There we go. Or I did the sketch color. Gosh, I cannot think. with a not very opaque brush. So that does actually change the color a bit. I need to make the canvas a little bit bigger. So I think I want to encompass the whole character with this. Most of. Okay. There we go. And that's pretty much it. I'll probably... Oh, did I do that on the wrong layer? I did. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hi, Mama. Good morning. She's awake. I think I'm just gonna thicken up some of the outside lines like I usually like to do. Especially with the hair. Letty! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for all the roses. That's absurd. I appreciate you. So I think I did see that you emailed me. I need to look at that. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I hope they will be too. I just soften that white a little bit. There we go. And that was basically it. You have snail mail coming soon, Letty! I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited, but you didn't have to do that. Lupita, thank you. And it gives people another price option. See, that was kind of my other thing too, is like, everything is so expensive these days, and, you know, it's understandable why commissions are expensive from people, because everything is expensive, but it does obviously make it harder to get them. And I thought something like this was fun, because it's not only like an absurdly cheap price for commissions, but also it's just like a fun little surprise. Because you don't know exactly what you're gonna get because it is such a simple commission. So it's kind of like a little Christmas present, you know? You don't really know what you're getting. You know it's a drawing, and you know that it's based off of a few words, but you don't know exactly what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates, you know? And plus, also, I thought it'd be really like a fun thing to do during the lives. So I did spend some time, I think on Monday, kind of hammering out like a more structured live stream schedule. So it'll still be like the same times around noon, but I have like more of an idea what I'll do for each live. So like, for example, Tuesdays would be traditional drawing, Wednesdays could be digital, Thursdays could be working on commissions, Friday maybe game streaming. So I'm gonna try out a few different things and see what feels the best. And it's probably going to change pretty often, but I was thinking like every Monday I'll post what that week's schedule will be, and that way I'm a lot more prepared for the lives, because sometimes I feel like going into them I'm like, I don't know what to draw, and then that just slows me down so that I'm not really getting a lot done during the live stream. I don't know. I just think having some more structure in my life is never a bad thing, you know? I think it would really help me, so we'll see how it goes. Thank you. It's a lot. Sorry in advance. Letty, no! I'm excited and also nervous. You're so sweet. It hurts. Okay. I also think I want to add maybe potentially just a little bit more fun highlight. Typically, I think these would be something I wouldn't spend more than 30 minutes on, maybe 30, 45 minutes. But as my first one, and since it's during the live. Okay. I wonder what that looks like as white. I kind of like the colored background though. Gives it a little bit more interest. Okay, I have to stop there. I've got to be done. As I keep going, I have a problem. Okay. Now I'm a bitter old lady who's just trying to sell a book or two. I can't wait to read it. I need to get back into reading anyway. I'm in such a reading slump. Okay, let me see. I've got like 10 minutes left. And I think... Yes, I got another one. Oh, I got 2 more. Thank you, guys. Maybe I'll start another one really quick while we're here. Oh, I got 3. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. This is also very helpful for me because I'm trying to get enough money to go to Phoenix Fan Fusion. We got into Phoenix Fan Fusion in June, but like for the hotel and everything, it's just so pricey, so it's a lot to like get ready for. Ooh. Okay, Gothic, Roses, Woman, Magical, Dark Fantasy. You guys know my love language. Okay. I'm just gonna start that one. I don't want to spoil any of the other drawings that I'm working on right now though, so let me pull aside so we can start fresh. Okay. Let's see. I'm picturing... I'll probably only have enough time to get through, like, the pose. But I'm kind of picturing, when I think, like, Gothic, for some reason, I'm picturing a hand up. I don't know why. And maybe another hand down, kind of like right here. And she'll be holding a rose. And then we could do some fun Gothic style clothing. See, now I feel pretty prepared to go sit down and work on the other things that I have on my plate. It just, sometimes it's so nice to really spend time doing warm-up drawings before you go work on things, because the first thing that I drew today was this, which is a warm-up drawing, but it, like, you could tell that it was the first thing that I drew today. Like, you just have to warm up a little bit. And I'm picturing sultry, maybe eyes. Okay, maybe the eyes actually like each other though. Like a sultry look. Magical. Maybe we could do like a pointed ear. Oh, or not. Why do I always do that? Let's see. Oh! Sorry, hold on. Let me see what I missed. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a lovely day as well. Arizona in June. Isn't it super hot then? Jessica, I don't want to talk about it. Literally, the guy that I was talking to when I was booking the hotel room was like, ooh, June. And I was like, I know! And he was like, it was so funny because he was like, yeah, I actually used to live in Phoenix But I had to move away because it was so hot all the time. And he was really just talking about how awfully hot it is. And I was like, you know what? Just cancel the reservation. I mean, I'm still going. I didn't actually have him cancel the reservation. But I was like, you know, you're really doing a great job of making me not want to come. It is definitely going to be really, really hot. Just placed my order. Do I need to email you as well, or do you get it from the Ko-fi? I think Ko-fi does give me an email to email you. You're more than welcome to email me first if you have like any other like questions or anything, but I'd likely email you after, unless I have a question or something. I'm still kind of figuring it out. You know, these are my first few of this type of commission. But I think the way that, because I didn't really know how it would be on Ko-fi's end. I keep saying Ko-fi. I don't know if people pronounce it as coffee or Ko-fi. But I didn't know how it would look on their end. But it's actually pretty informative. Like, it gives me everything that everybody said. And, like, it's pretty clear for me, which is nice. I just had the bit about emailing one so I could email you, like, the final drawing in the end. But also just because I wasn't sure how helpful Ko-fi would be, like, on my end. Like, how visible the request would be and everything. Because sometimes it's not super helpful. But so far, going well. I will likely work on these tomorrow as well. I think that's what I'll do for the ones that came in during the stream. That way I can kind of do them again during the stream, since I feel like it's a lot of people that are hanging out here right now, and it'd be kind of fun to watch them. But yeah. Ooh, sometimes sketches start so messy, and sometimes not. Oh no, love, I'm so sorry. I forgot your sour cream. Is there such thing as, like, mini single-use sour cream packets somewhere that we could buy? Because then I could just throw those into your lunches. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst. No sour cream for you today. Oh, there goes the girl. With her reverse sneezing. Can you guys hear that? Okay, let me go check on her really quick. Hi, Mama. You okay? Man, it got really cold. You're not convincing me, sir. How do you get your anatomy so nice? Anything you do is phenomenal. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm just seeing that comment. I really appreciate that. I definitely struggle with it. But kind of back to the topic of like quick gesture drawings. I don't know if you were here for that conversation, but I feel like that helped me quite a lot with anatomy. Just doing super quick, like 10-minute, 5-minute, 30-second type warm-up gesture drawing. Like just pick, you know, maybe a pose, like a reference pose or something, and spend like different amounts of time on it. Like it kind of just gives you that muscle memory practice. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear, hold on. Oh. Sorry if you guys can hear Summer hacking in the background. I promise she's okay. But I am going to hop off, but if I get like a... Okay. She's going crazy. If I get a large influx of these like mini commissions, I will probably do a longer live stream tomorrow. Like maybe a couple hours or something, depending on how many I have to do. I think that could be fun. Which is something I've been wanting to do anyway, is like have a long live. Oh, I do need to think of a hairstyle. For some reason I'm thinking long and maybe dark hair, something like that, perhaps. Does the line pixelate when you distort? Mine doesn't. I don't know how to fix it. Sorry, I know that was asked forever ago. It does a little bit, but as long as you kind of minimize how much you're moving it, it's fine. The only time I try not to move things too much is when I'm doing line art. Okay. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna go take Summer outside and see if that helps her breathe a little bit better. But when you're doing it during the sketch, it's fine, because usually it's like you're going over it a bunch of times again anyway, since it is just kind of like in that sketch stage, unless you want it to be like a finished, polished sketch. But it does pixelate it just a little bit, yeah. I think there are ways, there's like a way that you can get it to not do that. I don't know how that is done, but I have seen like TikToks talking about it. I just don't know what people do to do that. Letty, thank you so much for the roses again. I really appreciate you. Oh, long chain earrings are a really good idea. Oh my gosh, Letty. Thank you so much. Okay. Don't know if you guys are hearing that, but I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream here. I will see you all tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much for hanging out. Mysteria, thank you so much for the rose. And I will be back at 12 to work on these commissions again tomorrow. You sent 52 after the first 50. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, whatever it is where you are. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.